The Mac operating system comes with Quicktime Player, which is an application software that allows you to create screen captures, videos, right from your operating system in your Mac. It's included in your applications menu, so it is free with a Mac and it's accessible on any Mac. So let me show you how to access QuickTime to create a screen capture video. So in your system, you go right in your Finder window, where it cuts a menu across the top of the screen, select the word Go. Select the word Applications to find your Applications folder and navigate to QuickTime Player. I've got mine located in my dock because I use it quite often, so I leave it there for easy access. Either way, once you find your QuickTime icon, go ahead and click it to open the QuickTime Player. Now, as the QuickTime Player opens, you can see that it's open, it's active because the menu across the top of the screen indicates QuickTime Player. Now we're going to go ahead and record. We're not recording yet, but we have to make a couple of final decisions before we can record. So what we're going to do is come to the word File. Note there's 3 recording selections at the top of the screen above the first the first horizontal bar. Those are the recording options. The first is the new movie recording. The second is a new audio recording. And the third is a new screen recording. And that's what we're after. We're after a screen recording. So I'm going to select this. And when I do, you'll see the screen recording dialog box opens. And we have to make two final decisions before we can start recording. Now, if you start recording right now, we will start recording, but you want to determine what mic you're going to use, and also another little option I'll show you right now. So right now it's asking you what microphone you use. I've got internal mic set, and that's just fine. That'll work perfectly. And then over here, this is options, show mouse clicks in recording. And that's particularly useful because every time you click the mouse, it will highlight the mouse, which is very useful for your viewer to be able to follow where you're referring to in your specific recording. These recordings are especially useful for students because you can collaborate with peers, show techniques, share techniques, and you can also troubleshoot if you're having trouble with one of your files or with some of your workflow. You can go ahead and make a screen recording, share that with your professor to get feedback. So in order to start recording, we're just going to click after you've decided what mic you're going to use, and if you've decided on your show mouse clicks, you're going to click this record button. Now I want you to notice something that happens. I'm going to click this record button, and this second dialog box opens, and it's telling me that if I want to click the full screen, if I want to record the full screen, just go ahead and click. Or I can drag on part of the recording just to get that portion of the screen. And then I can end the recording by clicking the stop bar and the menu button. And that's referring to this little circle with the square in it. Now, note that at this point, this is grayed out, meaning it's inactive. So I'm going to go ahead and click because I want a full screen recording. So once I click this, note what happens up here. Okay, it doesn't become active for a second or two, so it's important to wait for that to become active before you start recording. Otherwise, the recording might clip the first couple of seconds of your recording. Okay, so once this is active, now we are recording right now. Everything that's happening here is being recorded. So everything on your screen is going to be falling within that recording. So if you want to open an application right now, if I open Photoshop and get a quick demonstration in there, it's all being recorded, right? So once you're done with your recording, you want to save it. So we're going to end the recording just by going right back up here, find that icon, circle with the square in it, and we're going to stop the recording by clicking that. Once we click that, a new window is going to open, this preview window, and this is a preview of your actual recording.
Okay, it doesn't become
okay.
Active.
So what I want to do now is I want to save that so that I can share it. So to save that, just come right over here in your Finder window, not the recording. Remember, this window is the recording. It's a recording preview. So come across the Finder window and QuickTime Player, select File, Save. Once you select File, Save, you're going to get your File Save dialog box. We're going to save this. I'm going to just call this Test so we can find it easily. I'm going to save it right to my desktop. We'll click Save, and it's saving. It'll take a couple of seconds. Not very long. It's not a very long video, right? So let's go ahead and close that preview window. And here is my recording. If you open that, you can see there it is.
Okay, it doesn't.
Okay, and that's ready to share, upload. You can go ahead and upload that and share it with peers, share it with your professor, share it with your instructor, and And that's all there is to it to record your screen capture video using QuickTime.